Most people believe education is the path to freedom, but in reality, it is a prison. From childhood, we are told the same story. Study hard, get good grades, go to university, get a degree, get a job, and then everything will work out. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself a simple question? What if the system was never designed to make you free? What if it was designed to make you useful? Now, before you misunderstand me, education is important. Knowledge is power. Learning is one of the most valuable things a person can do. But education and university are not always the same thing. And that's where many people get confused. Think about it. A school system has thousands of students. They arrive at the same time. They sit in the same classrooms. They study the same materials. They take the same tests. They are rewarded for giving the same answers. And after years of this process, they enter the workforce. Does that sound like a place designed to create independent thinkers? Or does it sound like a system designed to create predictable workers? Imagine a factory. Raw materials go in. A standardized process happens. Finished products come out. Now look at most universities. Students go in. A standardized process happens. Graduates come out. The question is not whether the graduates are intelligent. Many are. The question is whether they have learned to think for themselves. Because there is a difference between knowing information and thinking independently. A person can memorize hundreds of facts and still be unable to question anything. A person can earn multiple degrees and still spend their entire life following instructions written by someone else. Knowledge is valuable, but the ability to think is priceless. The world rewards people who solve problems, not people who simply repeat information. Look around you. Many successful entrepreneurs never became famous because of their degrees. Many wealthy investors never became wealthy because of exams. Many innovators succeeded because they saw opportunities that others ignored. They learned something universities rarely teach. They learned how to think. Now let's talk about debt. A young person leaves school. They are told that university is the only path to success. So they borrow money, sometimes tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands. Before they earn their first paycheck, they already owe someone money. Think about that. At the beginning of their adult life, they are already carrying a financial burden. That debt affects every decision they make. It affects where they live. It affects what jobs they take. It affects how much risk they can afford. Many people don't choose careers they love. They choose careers that help them repay debt. Is that freedom? Or is that a different kind of dependency? Years ago, people were tied to land. Today, many people are tied to monthly payments. Different chains, same principle. But the deeper issue is not debt. The deeper issue is dependency. A system becomes powerful when people believe they cannot survive without it. And many people have been taught exactly that. They believe success only comes through one path, one degree, one certificate, one institution. But reality tells a different story. Today, knowledge is everywhere. You can learn business online. You can learn marketing online. You can learn coding online. You can learn sales online. You can learn almost anything if you have discipline and curiosity. The information is available. The challenge is no longer access. The challenge is responsibility. Because learning on your own requires something many people avoid: self-discipline. Nobody forces you. Nobody gives you grades. Nobody chases you. You either learn or you don't. And that scares many people. It's easier to follow a path someone else created. It's harder to create your own. That is why independent thinking is so rare. Most people want instructions. Few people want responsibility. But every major breakthrough in history came from people who questioned accepted ideas. They asked different questions. They looked where others refused to look. They challenged assumptions. They thought for themselves. That does not mean university is useless. Some professions absolutely require it. If you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or a scientist, formal education matters. Very few people would want surgery from someone who learned medicine on YouTube. Let's be realistic. The point is not that university is bad. The point is that a degree alone is not enough. A degree is a tool, not a guarantee. A degree can open a door, but it cannot walk through the door for you. Many graduates discover this the hard way. They finish university expecting success. Then they enter the real world, and the real world asks different questions. Can you solve problems? Can you communicate? Can you create value? Can you lead? Can you adapt? Can you think? Those skills matter everywhere, and many of them are learned outside a classroom. So before you spend years chasing a degree, ask yourself a better question. Am I learning to think, or am I only learning to comply? Am I gaining knowledge, or am I simply collecting credentials? Because in the end, the people who rise highest are rarely the people who followed every rule perfectly. They are the people who learned how the game works. They learned when to follow rules, when to question them, and when to create new rules altogether. Do not reject education. Reject blind dependence. Learn constantly. Read constantly. Question constantly. Build skills. Build value. Build independent thought. Because the most powerful person in the room is not always the one with the most degrees. It is often the one who understands the world clearly enough to think for themselves.